We're on the gates of Ramadan, and the Prophet ﷺ said when the Ramadan comes, the doors of mercy are open, and hell gets shut down for a time being. The demons have restrictions placed upon them. So it's a blessed time. It's a time in which Muslims have the opportunity not just to return to the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but also to their Lord. One of the things about Ramadan is it's a time to reflect on the self. It's a time to take yourself to account. Hasibu qabla an tuhasabu. Take yourselves to account before you're taken to account. So my advice to you, I'm going to give you a few pieces of advice, and this is first and foremost to myself, wallahi. First and foremost to myself. Alhamdulillah, when Ramadan comes, I look at no media. I just stop media. That really, you can do without it for a month, I guarantee you. Some of you are addicted. Now they're admitting that the internet is an addiction. And I know there's people in here that are addicted to the internet. Because if the first thing you want to do when you wake up in the morning is check your email, you're in trouble. Wallahi, you're in trouble. People can laugh. If that's the first thing you want to do, you're in trouble. If the first thing you want to do is have breakfast, you're in trouble. If the first thing you want to do is put the snooze and go back to bed, you're in trouble. There's a lot of signs that you're in trouble. But if you get up in the morning and say, Alhamdulillah, alladhi ahyani, ba'dama amatani wa ilayhi nushur. If that's the first thing you say, if you get out of your bed and you're looking forward to praying to Allah, then you're in a good state. That's a good state. And that state is achievable. That state is not an imaginary state. That state is achievable. Aisha radiallahu anha said that if the Prophet ﷺ woke in the morning, he would get up like a lion. Kana yathibu wathbat al-asad. He would get up like a lion, ready to face the day. So use Ramadan to change your experience of time. When you cut out a lot of the things, I never accept the excuse, I don't have any time, ever. I never accept that excuse from anybody. When I hear people say, I don't have time, they're lying to me. What you don't have is you don't have what I'm asking you to do on your list of priorities. Everybody has time, but it's what you prioritize your time. Everybody has time. Don't use I don't have time as an excuse, because that's all you have. All you have is time. You have nothing other than time, but it's how you manage your time. And the greatest time manager in human history was the Prophet of God, because he never wasted one moment of his life. He never wasted one moment of his life. They said about Imam al-Nawawi radiallahu anhu, ma ضيع وقته قط. He never wasted any of his time. I waste time, and I ask Allah to give me the ability to get out of any time wasting habits, because I know time is a limited gift from God. Just like last night, they had the grains of sand going through the time clock. And I have one of those clocks in my office, and I have it in my prayer room in my house. That clock reminds me, and I turn that clock over and I watch those grains of sand. Those grains of sand are like every breath you take. And one day those breaths come to an end. You don't know where you are in that time clock that God has given you. You don't know where you are. If you think that you're at the beginning, you're a fool. Because you don't know. You could be a few grains away from the end. You walk out the door, la qadar Allah, God forbid, but there's people that will walk out the door and drop dead. There's people that'll get in their car and they don't realize that they're headed towards an accident was decreed to them before they were born. That's the nature of life. It's an absolutely uncertain condition that God has placed us in, and the only certainty that God has given us is that we will exit this life just as we have come into this life, and now it's a matter of what we do with the time allotted to us. What will you do? And so my request for myself and all of you, the first thing, if you have a television, we don't have a television in the house. We don't watch television. To my children, don't watch television. If you have a television in your house, take it and put it in the closet. Lock it in the closet for 1 month. Don't allow your children access to a computer. They say it's not TV, HBO, it's not TV, it's TV, trust me. HBO is just tricking you to make you think you're more intelligent than the average person wasting his time watching ABC, NBC, or CBS. Really, HBO is TV. If you're watching Showtime, shame on you. Really, shame on you. These are sinister forms that are out there destroying people's time, eating their time away. So my advice to you is put that machine away, cut down all of your sensory stimulation. Sidi Ali al-Jamal, one of the great North Africans, said that as the sensory diminishes, the meaning increases. As the meaning decreases, the sensory increases. There's a correlation between hiss and ma'na, that your highest points, your peak points in life, and if you're blessed with having experiences of profound significance in your life, you will know what I'm talking about. The peak points in life are not sensory experiences, they're experiences of meaning, of discovery, of understanding, of cognitive awareness, of a divine, when you realize in truth that it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is behind this entire universe. إنما الكون معان قائمة بالصور كل من يدرك هذا كان من أهل العبر. This universe is nothing but images that are meanings. They're meanings set up in images. If you understand this, then you're from the people of Ibra. What is Ibra in the Arabic? فَاعْتَبِرُوا يَا أُولِي الْأَبْصَارِ. Think deeply about this. Ya ulil absar, people of innermost understanding, think deeply. I'tibar in the Quran is used several times. The word ibra is a discerning lesson. It's a lesson that you derive meaning from. The word abra means a tear, because often when you discover the truth, tears well up in your eyes because of the profundity of what you're experiencing. And also abra, tears emerge out of some understanding, whether it's the loss of somebody, something like that. But the root word abara, ubur, means to move from one place to another. That is what i'tibar is. It's moving from not understanding to understanding. The Quran is there to take you from not understanding to understanding who you are, to whom you belong, where you are, and where you're going. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you all a blessed journey this Ramadan, a journey to the Lord of the world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase all of you in this Ramadan. May He make this Ramadan a blessed Ramadan for our ummah. May He increase our ummah, may He increase it in numbers. Anyone who's left Islam, may He replace that person with 100 people. Anyone who's turned their back on Islam. And I guarantee you, nobody leaves Islam. Islam leaves them. That's the truth of it. Nobody leaves Islam. Islam leaves them. We have many young people, and this is my advice to the MSA. We have many beautiful young people. Do something with your life. You're here for a brief moment in time. We're all here for a brief moment. Do something profound with your life. Utilize this opportunity. It's a blessed time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you great gifts if you do for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.